Hello everyone, I am the Honest Hierophant. In today's video, I'll be doing your June predictions on what you can be expecting for the month of June, honestly. In today's video, it is still a pick a card reading. You can choose your pile freely with your own intuition, with your own free will. It is all up to you how you resonate with these piles. But I can give you some guidelines if you would like, if you are indecisive of what your pile is. First, I would like to address that these piles are going to be linked to elemental signs. The first pile is going to be linked with the earth signs. The second pile is going to be linked to the air signs. Third pile is going to be linked to the water signs. And then the fourth pile is going to be linked to the fire signs. For pile number 1, we have the Spirit Song Tarot deck with a Opalite mini tower. For pile number 2, we have the Wild Unknown Tarot deck with a Larvikite mini tower. For pile number 3, we have the Wild Wood Tarot with a Smoky Quartz mini tower. And then for pile number 4, we have the Unicorn deck with a Flourite mini tower. Feel free to choose your pile now, and we will begin your reading on what you can expect for the month of June. I'll see you in your piles. Hello, my fellow earth signs. Welcome into your pile. This is pile number 1, or anybody else that has picked this pile just because they simply resonate with the options of the deck or the crystal. Welcome into this pile. In today's video, I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently for this prediction video. I do have some oracle cards that are laying out on the table. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose 2 oracle cards from this deck, and the first card will be revealed at the beginning of this reading, and it's going to start us off. It's going to show you how your month of June is going to begin, and then the second oracle will be revealed towards the end of your pile's reading, and it will show you how your month of June is going to end. Let's go ahead and pick the 2 cards now. All right, pile number 1, we have your cards selected here for the oracles. Let's go ahead and reveal the first oracle card of how your month is going to begin. Okay, we got this in reverse. Let me look at it real quick. It is point of view, which is oblivious, separate, dispassionate, ignorance, based off how you are connected, okay? It could be related to a relationship. It could be related to a job. It could be related to how your path is opening up to you, how you feel towards something. What scenario do you feel that you disconnected from? What path do you feel less passionate about? This is how you're starting your month of June off with. Is a lack of passion in a certain field of your life. So let's go ahead and choose your tarot cards on how your month of June is going to go for you. All right, we have the Emperor coming out first here. And then we have the Knight of Cups coming out alongside it. All right, so what it seems like to me is throughout the month of June so far with the Emperor and the Knight of Cups coming out is that you are finding something that you are passionate in for your masculine energy to kind of get embodied into, okay? This energy is going to be amplified in this month of June for you, where you are going to kind of just like sink your teeth into it, and you are going to make it become you. You are going to find this passion within this element, whether it's within a person, whether it's within a career path, or whether it's with an activity that you find interesting. The Emperor energy is going to grow faster and brighter and healthier than it ever has been before, because it's in an element where it's the most comfortable when it comes to this connection with this passion. Let's see, what else is coming out for pile number 1 for the month of June? We have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles shows that you have this energy of not necessarily confliction, but a multitude of options, and you shouldn't have to eliminate an option, because it seems like from this card specifically that you are going to definitely be interested into something, but it doesn't have to be limited to just that something. It seems like maybe you will branch off with other opportunities, and there was just going to be a one main focus on that option, on that opportunity. You are going to learn more about these opportunities. You're going to learn more about what you are going to become passionate in and involved in. And you're going to realize that the connection that you are walking away from is the most positive choice for you. It is going to be the correct choice for you to take you on a better path than you could ever imagine. All right, what else is coming for pile 1 in June? These cards are wanting to talk today, it seems. These cards are flying out. We've got the 10 of Cups. We got the 5 of Cups. So there's definitely going to be a beginning of abundance for you, pile number 1, with this option, if you lead yourself to this option. But with the 5 of Cups, it looks like it's going to be a hard path for you to come to an agreement, come to a conclusion, come to an end of this other opportunity that is holding you back. And whenever you do let go of this, you let go of an energy that has kind of fogged over your light, your torch. It has put a dim lens on your torch, and now you're able to remove it, and you're able to move forward with this progression that you have chose for you. And with this light, you're going to shine your light on the abundance. You're going to discover the abundance. It's not necessarily going to come at you. It's not going to be delivered at your doorstep. I feel like you have to venture into it. I feel like you're going to discover it as if you were looking into your storage container with no lights and you only had a flashlight and you're looking for a specific item. It almost seems like it's like that. You're going to discover this based off your journey, based off your hard work and your resilience. And for you earth signs, that's how it should be. You know, you work hard for everything you have. You don't want anything to be really given to you. You want to work for it. And that's seemingly what it's going to be. You're going to work hard for these opportunities, and they're going to come into your life when you discover them. But they are there. They're just waiting to be discovered. They're waiting for you to come around the corner and see them. Okay? All right, pile 1. We've got the Awakening card, the Judgment card. We got Transformation. And then we have the 8 of Feathers. So the tags on the bottom says Renewal, Enlightenment, Transition, Liberation, Courage, and Solutions. So like I said, maybe at the beginning of this transformation, maybe at the beginning of this transition, you are going to have a little bit of a difficult time. It's not going to be worth it to you if it's not a challenge, okay? So don't sweat it out. Don't be bothered by it being a challenge. Don't fear that it won't come, because what is for you is meant for you, and you wouldn't be taking this chance if you weren't seeing all these signs that show to you that you should take this chance. Take this chance on yourself. And with that being said, along the way of bringing in these opportunities and bringing in this abundance. Your life is taking a whole new life on its own. Your emperor is so proud, and it is just, I can only feel the energy of someone smiling cheek to cheek. They're so filled with joy that it's lighting them up, and they understand now what was always meant for them, okay? And you are going to be shown so much more about yourself along this process that you never knew existed. Maybe some tendencies, maybe some pre-known knowledge that you're just recalling. It feels like a recallment of this pre-known knowledge, and you're going to discover, weaknesses that can be strengthened and can be worked on. You are going to find a whole new person, and maybe even a person that you once were being recalled back to you. And it's going to be a special moment. And I can't wait for you earth signs to see this version of yourself come out. Let's see if I can get any clarification on the Emperor card here. All right, let's see. We have the Moon card for the Emperor. So the Moon card shows to me that there has been a dark shadow over your Emperor this whole time. That it wasn't listening to its knowledge. It wasn't listening to its advice. It was gutting it out, slinging it out to a point where it was ready to die out on the battlefield for no reason, when it could just come home and find its way to a new path. And with the moonlight shining on the Emperor at the end of the day, it has found its way back home in this month of June. You are seeing the path forward to a new freedom, to the new day that is coming up for you to celebrate in the sunlight and rejoice and be happy. You're going to have a lot more freedom. You're going to have a lot more free will. You're going to have a lot more choices for your path moving forward. Give me some clarification on the Knight of Cups, please. All right. We have the Shadow, which is the Devil card, self-empowerment, ambition. Like I said, alongside passion, you are going to be releasing this non-passionate card that is on the table from the Oracle. You're going to be releasing something that has had a mask over what you are actually passionate for, what you've actually put as a second priority. You're going to choose the first priority and claim it for you, and you're going to do as much as you can to make it work. And not only that, Spirit is going to see that you are trying to make this passion work for you. Negative energy that is ripping your heart out, you are actually going to succeed by choosing this path for you that is all about what you've been putting as your second priority, what you can be passionate for, and you're eliminating the lack of passion in another place that you no longer have to carry, okay? With the Two of Acorns, let me get some clarification on that, please. What are these multiple opportunities? For pile number one, we have the Will. That is possibilities. That is change. Anything that comes up to you in the future seems like it's coming with a bunch of flexibility. And I feel like that's the energy that you have got to be in as well, is being very flexible, allowing yourself to see something and knowing that you need to change and adapt, and not allowing yourself to just sink into things that are not working. And whenever you find things that are working, don't overexploit it, but just continue to bounce off of that energy and spread that energy into multiple avenues, into other creative ideas, into other branches of your life, and allow those energies to pollinate and overpopulate in your garden of life, and allow it to bloom into an enrichment of success. You're going to be able to grow more than just one thing. So don't sell yourself short. This is all start of the process here in the month of June. Can I get some clarification on the Ten of Cups, please? All right, we got the Queen of Cups coming out. Peace and compassion. This Queen of Cups is someone that is very intuitive, someone that can easily show that passion to the world, someone that has learned so much great things. You being able to show what you know and the true authentic self of who you are is going to bring in these blessings. It's going to bring in these opportunities. You being who you are, you tapping in to who you are and what you know and what you can show the world is how you're going to succeed. Let me get some clarification on the Five of Cups, please. All right, we got the King of Pentacles, optimism, innovation. This is how you're going to overcome these energies of this mask, is that you know that you still have the opportunity to keep your home, keep your kingdom or queendom intact. You are not going to allow yourself to fail on this journey. And that's how you overcome letting go of something that is not working for you, is that you have got to keep in the mindset of optimism, and you're not going to quit until you are successful. So it's nothing to worry about. It's nothing to be sad about. It's nothing to let yourself get down. You are able to succeed with your intellect, with all your tools that you have. You being you being the Queen of Cups, you being the King of Pentacles, you are capable of so much, and you've got to see that for yourself. Pile number one. Let me get some clarification on the Awakening card or the Judgment card, please. We've got the Queen of Acorns. All right. Passion and creativity. I was really surprised that the Empress card did not come out with the Emperor. But here it shows to me that you are connecting your divine masculine and divine feminine energy by letting go of this past energy, by allowing the Emperor to come home. You are allowing this energy to be successful. You're allowing these two to come together and tie the knot, for a lack of a better word, together, so that way they can actually work together with their intuition and with their critical thinking and with their creativity and with their passion and with their protection and with their stability. All these elements are coming together for you to walk forward in this brand new light, in this brand new path. You are bringing these two together like they are meant to be. You're not going to allow them to be separated, because it's going to be so hard to have these energies separated again, because that's what was happening. The divine masculine energy was gone to work, was gone away, was gone from its divine feminine, and when they came back together, they were always fighting and always arguing and always having an internal battle, which is the reason why you've been feeling these negative, dark energies. And with these two coming home together and being together for once, you are not going to have any arguments. You're not going to have any internal battles. You're going to make yourself successful, and it's going to be really, really beautiful. Can I get any clarification on this transformation card? So for the transformation card, I have the Seven of Wands coming out, options and results. You are walking this path with great success. You're going to be seeing results. You're going to be seeing things come to you very, very quickly and with ease and with discernment, and you're going to know what it is. Can I get some clarification on the Eight of Feathers, please? The Eight of Swords. All right. So this last card here, we have the Magician coming out for the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords typically is something that you don't see clearly. And I think what you don't see clearly is that you are the magician. You're able to create your path. You're able to create the things that you want to see in your life. But if you are not willing to make the choices behind what is best for you, behind what you're asking for, if Spirit brings you these manifestations and say, hey, you've got to do this to receive this. If you really want it, you got to show me you want it. If you're not willing to do that, then you are not the magician. If you are, then you can create your life how you want. You can bring in things that will give you guidance, will give you protection, will give you stability, but you've got to do the work behind it as well. You can't just accept everything for free. You've got to pay your dues as well. So being inspired to do that with your manifestations, really ask for things that you want and do the work behind it. All right, at this time, I'm going to reveal the second oracle card. How are you going to end your month of June? Pile number 1. Let's see. We have blessings and disguise, trust, revelation, significance, and surprise. That's what we're all working for. That's what you are working towards as the end goal, pile number 1. Is all these blessings that are coming to you in more than just one way. So as long as you're willing to make the choices and make the path become open, you're going to receive so much good in your life. And this is just the beginning. It's not necessarily receiving these blessings you have been asking for. It's more so the beginning. The beginning of going down the path of receiving these blessings. So this is how you're going to be ending your month of June, pile number 1. Earth signs, whoever resonates with this reading. And like I said at the beginning, you can resonate with this reading with a relationship, a job, or whatever it is you are passionate for, okay? Take it as you will. If you don't resonate with this pile currently, maybe there will be another pile meant for you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. I really hope you enjoyed the reading. If you like the way I did this reading, make sure you comment down below that you did. And I'll catch you in the next video. Have a great month of June, everyone. Hello, everyone that has picked pile number 2 and any air signs that have made it into this pile. Thank you so much for being here. I gratefully appreciate every single one of you. You are trying to figure out what your June predictions are going to be for the month of June. And just like I told pile number 1, that I am doing things a little bit differently in this prediction video. I have a set of oracle cards beside the tarot cards that you have chosen for your pile. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 2 cards. The first oracle card is going to resemble what kind of energy you have going into the month of June. And then the second oracle card, which will be revealed towards the end of the reading, is going to resemble what your energy is going to be like at the end of the month. And the tarot cards are going to fill in the blanks, and we'll see how your month of June is going to go for you. So let's go ahead and jump into these cards and pick out your oracle cards. What is the energy going to be like for pile number 2 and any air signs that have made it into this reading? What is their energy going to be like at the beginning of June? First card has been chosen. Now let's see what the energy is going to be like towards the end of the month for pile number 2. All right. That'll be the second card for the oracles. That'll be the second oracle card that will be revealed towards the end of the reading. So make sure you stick around towards the end to figure out how your energy is going to be like at the end of the month. All right, so let's go ahead and start off by revealing what the first oracle card is. Your energy at the beginning of the month is perfect timing, auspicious, clockwork, planning, and patience. Perfect timing. And I'm getting like a sundial vibe here from this card. So what I'm thinking here is you're just dialing something in. You have something strategically that you have created into your life, and you are really eyeing a certain time frame. You're really eyeing a certain timeline of how you would like things to go. And I feel like there's going to be a decision made here towards the beginning of the month of some sort of future plan, some sort of future commitment. And that's what I'm feeling here. What is this future commitment going to be for pile number 2? What is it looking like? I'm feeling a bit of an energy shift here as well. I mean, if you see the one side being more of the moon and a darker energy, then you're transitioning into the sunlight with the clouds in the background, bright blue, beautiful sky as well. You're going from more of a darker energy to more of a lighter energy, a more positive energy. So that's also something to notice here, as it seems like this decision is going to give you more of a, maybe a lift of a weight off your shoulders, so to speak. So it's something that might be very moving for you, I would say. It's going to create some momentum, maybe. So let's see. What is pile number 2? Needing to know from the tarot cards. What is this perfect timing about? Let's see. Ooh, we've got the Chariot coming out here. We got the Emperor. Yes. Decision making. Okay. That makes sense. Then we've got the 9 of Pentacles, empowerment, an empowering decision with the Father of Cups. And then the Ace of Swords. Okay, so there's definitely a decision being made here. Something to do with Chariot. You're getting this more of a controlling, empowering energy. Maybe this decision isn't necessarily like solely your own, and maybe it's more of a collective group decision. And it might be that you are potentially having this decision casted towards you. Okay, maybe the reason why, if there's a partner involved, maybe the reason why your partner is being so indecisive is because it's your choice to be made. It's not something that they want on their subconscious. They don't want to have that energy of feeling like they may have put you into the situation, feeling like they may have forced you into the situation. So if this is something that you're really wanting that bad, that you are being empowered, you are being forced to be the leader of this decision that you're having to make. You're the one that is going to have to create yourself some mental clarity, and for you to take action, for you to be the one in control, because it is your destiny. It is something that you're trying to grow into. It is something that you are maybe evolving into and becoming a closer version to your higher self than you ever have before. And these are some qualities that you need to kind of manifest or kind of acquire for you to be able to do other things after this decision to propel yourself forward, to keep yourself going forward with this energy, and maybe even becoming a stronger individual. It's not necessarily that you are making a decision for the two of you. Yes, technically you are, but you are also making a big decision for your life, which is more so to do with the individual aspect of this transition, right? Is more so like learning the qualities you need to do, or learning the qualities you need to be to have a successful outcome as an individual during this transition. I hope I'm explaining this correctly for you to understand that this is more so what you can do to further advance yourself to be in a good standing point during this transition, so you can have a successful outcome, so you can have a successful position when you get there. Okay, so there's a lot of transition, there's a lot of mental change, there's a lot of new features being added towards yourself And you are the one that's in the driver's seat. You are the one that has to be the committer. You are the one that has to be growing. You are the one that's in like a growth spurt type of energy right now with your mind, body, and soul. Okay. Let's see. What other energy needs to be spoken about of the month of June here? Pile number 2. All right, let's see. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Moon card coming out. Would not be surprised if the Sun came out, but it didn't. We have the Judgment card. The Hierophant. Okay. And we have the 8 of Cups. So there is a bit of old energy that you are leaving behind here, pile number 2. There is going to be, in this transition, a part of you that you are having to maybe let die and let, I guess you could say, be left behind, because there might be some old ways about you. There might be some old energy about you that you cannot bring with you. You can't bring what seems to be like some history of yourself with you. That maybe there needs to be like a grieving process. There needs to be an understanding of your own energy and kind of the story that has brought you to this point. That it seems like there's going to be an exchange of emotions. There's going to be a letting go of an energy that's not suited for you, that doesn't really belong to you. Maybe there's some grief that you're still holding on to, and maybe there's some mental baggage that you've probably stored away in your closet, that whenever you're packing through things, you see this baggage in your closet and you're like, wow, like why do I still have this here? Like, this is something that is maybe sentimental, but also something that you just can't seem to let go. For some reason, there's an energy of you not letting go, and you've got to let go of this energy to feel this empowerment energy, to feel like you have control. You need to gain control of who you are. You need to gain control of your energy and where you're going and how you can move forward with life. Because if you're so worried about this mental baggage that you have stored away, that is going to keep repeating itself. That is something that is going to weigh you down, that is going to ruin any sort of momentum that you have going for yourself. It is something that is going to keep you tied in a place of uncertainty. It's going to keep you tied in a place of worry and, like I said, this grief that you have. And you've got to let go of this grief. You've got to kind of isolate it. You got to look it right in the eyes, and you've got to understand why you feel this way and how you can let this go. And there's a bit of knowledge that what seems like you teach other people, okay? Maybe you're someone that gives some like really great advice to friends. You're someone that is able to see a collective of information that if you're seeing someone like argue, for example, you're able to intervene and say, hey, look, guys, you got to see this from both of your perspectives, right? You're that kind of person that's able to give great advice, and you're giving great advice to other people that you should be learning yourself. And you're teaching these things to people for a reason, because you're the one that needs to hear it the most. You're the one that needs to put it in action. So if you are able to take your own words of wisdom and use it towards yourself, then you're going to be placing yourself on the right path. You're going to be able to say, oh, okay, I understand. So really diving within your emotions and ciphering through and, making sure everything is tidy and well kept and well energized and in the right places at the right times, then you're going to be okay. But if you're not dealing with certain things, they're going to keep you tied there until you're ready to move on, until you're ready to make that commitment to actually do something about it. Make up your mind and decide what you want to do with that mental baggage that you have stored away that you've just put off for so long. Okay. This is what I'm seeing, that you're going to start connecting the dots here in this month of June. You're going to be saying, okay, I know what the honest hierophant is talking about. I know where that bag is, and I've got to deal with that. I've got to start putting all these pieces together, and all these pieces are going to start making sense of why they're connected and how I can make a difference, and how releasing this energy is going to open myself up to this energy, and it's going to progress this scenario. So you're going to see how all these energies connect. All right. So let's see if there's any sort of clarification or any sort of other card that can better describe the Chariot for us here. What do we need to know about this Chariot card? Ooh, it's the Lovers. This Chariot is taking you what appears to be, if you're looking at the map, you see how these geese are facing. It appears it's taking you to the east. Okay? It's taking you to the east. Or it could be taking you south. One of the two. And it seems to me that this energy of the Chariot is building you up for your next love. It's building you up for your next love passion. One of the two. All right? It could be a passion that you love, or it could be someone that you love. And I think this is a really great energy for you to start building up into, because you're the one that's maybe more of the passive type. Maybe you're the one that lacks the mental clarity to make really strong executive decisions. And you are the one that's going to have to be empowered to make these decisions for yourself, and maybe for somebody else along with you, because you are the one being put in this position. You're the one that has to make these decisions because this other person is not. All right. And that is what you're having to learn, it seems. This other person is not going to be the one to make decisions. They just simply can't. If you want this to work, you're the one that has to come out of your shell, and you're the one that has to make these decisions. What is this Emperor energy about? I know we've talked about it a lot, but what is this about? Justice. Ooh, okay. Very interesting card to come out here. Yeah, like I said, it's for you to make this work, because there's certain things that I see lining up for you in the future, not necessarily right now, but what I see for you lining up in the future is something dealing with the things that you want. Maybe you're putting yourself in behind certain people, and you're not really seeing the things that you want, but things are going to start appearing to you of like, hey, that really interests me. That is really what I want. And with you being more in the driver's seat, with you being more empowered to be the emperor of the group, you are going to be allowed to fight for the things that you want. All right. You're going to fight for your passions. You're going to fight for your love. You're going to fight for all these little extra things that make you happy and make you smile. And it's going to turn into a lot of good for you coming your way, because you are allowing these things to come to you, because you're well deserving of it. You've put off things that you've liked in the past, and now it's coming full circle back to you saying, hey, you need to take this now. And I think that's the reason why you are being invited to be more into your Emperor energy here, your divine masculine. What is this Nine of Pentacles about? Give me any sort of clarification card about this Nine of Pentacles. All right. We have the Son of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Interesting card. Let me think about this connection here. This is honestly really interesting to me, because the Knight of Cups, like I said, is, or not like I've said, but what I was thinking is that it's all about love. It's all about passion. It's all about inviting a new sort of emotion into a situation here. You're falling in love with the path that you're going towards, the path that you're controlling, and you're becoming more passionate about it. It's almost like having more skin in the game. This is why you are being more empowered to have more skin in the game. Spirit is saying to me that you need to be invested. You need to be romantically intrigued. You need to be all in with this, or you need to be all out one of the two, all in or all out. And if you can make that choice for all in, things are going to get a whole lot lighter. Things are going to lose their weight in your hands and on your shoulders, and you are going to feel more relieved. All right. That is the energy coming from this Knight of Cups. Is there any sort of clarification for the Father of Cups here? Temperance. Okay. So the energy that I'm picking up here is that the Knight of Cups, or excuse me, the King of Cups is this partner or this passion that you are feeling. Something or someone that is connected with more of your emotional sense, someone that you feel emotionally connected to, someone that you see as more of a sensitive individual, someone that is more nurturing and caring and thoughtful, all this stuff. The reason why the Temperance comes out here to clarify the King of Cups, the Father of Cups, is that with this empowering energy, it is going to balance you two. It is going to give you the control of how you want your life to be, for one. Make this connection balanced. It's going to allow yourself to have more things in common. It is going to allow yourself to have a great flow of things. And this person or this thing is not going to care too much that you have this control, because I don't think they really necessarily have to or want to think about having the control, think about having to make decisions. They would rather you do it and be okay with any decision you have to make, right? And it creates great flow. It creates great balance. You're making up for some of their lack of quality, okay? Their lack of features, their lack of energy, because maybe they just don't have what you potentially can have, and you make up for that, and you blend it all together, and you make yourself together as 100%. What is the clarification on this Ace of Swords, please? Okay, filling a different card here. The Ace of Swords comes out as a wise choice. So the choice that you could potentially make, the part of having mental clarity, is having the strongest clarity possible. And it shows that you are making a wise choice. It is showing that you can potentially turn this choice into a multitude of things. It's like investing in a stock market. You put maybe a very minimal amount of money into the stock that you buy, and then all of a sudden overnight it's like it dramatically rises, and you just made, like, let's just say you put $2 in, you just made $100 overnight just because of how much you put in with how little you have, and it just turned into a really wise investment. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. The Five of Pentacles, the clarification card, just bounced out into my hands, and it comes out with the Two of Pentacles upside down in reverse. So this grieving energy seems to be an energy that you potentially don't have to have anymore. It's energy that you don't have to hold on to anymore, because the energy is not holding on to you. This energy is not serving you. This energy is not there. This energy is more so in your mindset, is more so in your mind frame, and letting go of whatever it is here and grieve through these steps here that I'm trying to tell you, that this energy is not going to bother you. This energy is not going to stand in your way. So that is a good connection there, that the Two of Pentacles upside down is just pretty much telling me that if you don't let this go away, you cannot evolve. All right? You will not be able to transform into a beautiful butterfly. This butterfly is just going to be crippled and pretty much wither away, kind of like the rose is in that Five of Pentacles card, where it's just withering away, losing its leaves, that kind of nature. This butterfly is just going to get sickly, and it's not going to evolve. It's not going to blossom into something really, really beautiful that it could. And just allow yourself to be, open to your emotions and this connection with yourself, okay? Let's see if I can get any sort of clarification with the moon. Ace of Wands. Right. Okay. With this hidden emotions, with these grievances, cast it away. You're opening yourself to much more potential. You're opening yourself up to a greater energy that is you, that is used to creating things, that is very, very comfortable with being behind the wand. And you're opening yourself back up to that energy. You're restoring that energy. Exactly what I'm trying to say. All right. Clarification on the judgment card, please. We have the Eight of Pentacles. With the focus shifted back onto you, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. But the more work you do, the more it's going to pay off in the energy of the Ace of Wands. Going right back to the Ace of Wands. You're going to be able to create what you want, and the hard work will pay off to amplify that a lot. And it's going to put you in a great position. It's going to set you up with the spider web in this picture being fully webbed out. You're going to be able to catch whatever it is that you're trying to catch. If you're trying to catch a cricket, or catch a moth or something in your spider web for your food source, you're going to be able to catch that. You're going to be able to catch any energy that is good for you and use that to your advantage. All right, any clarification on the Hierophant? All right, we have the Nine of Swords. All right, it's interesting that the Nine of Swords is clarifying the Hierophant, because maybe there's a lot of pressure on you, all right? And maybe a lot of the pressure that you're facing is more so pressure that you were imagining, more so pressure that you are creating yourself, and it's still wrapped up in the moon's energy, where it's kind of a disillusion to you, and it's not accurate, all right? Just like how the energy of the Hierophant was talking about that you were teaching other people great advice, great social skills, great developmental skills, you are reversing that back to you, or you need to, all right? And I think that just clarifies that as well, is that maybe you're not sitting with your dreams enough. Maybe you're not sitting with your own daydreams or your own advice. You're not listening to your own words enough, and you're not letting it sink in. You're having too much energy distract you that you're creating that is just not your own, or it doesn't need to be within your system. All right, any clarification on the Eight of Cups, please? And then lastly, we have the Sun. Look at that. We had the Moon over here. There's the Moon. And then we have the Sun come out, and we have the Moon and the Sun in the Oracle. Such a beautiful message. Letting go of that is going to create so much energy, and it's going to move you in the direction that you need to go. And that is such a beautiful sight to see. Such a beautiful sight. The Sun is just bringing so much great emotion, so much great energy, and it is doing wonders for you. It's going to do a lot of healing. It's going to do a lot of warming up for you. The Sun is going to get hot this summer, and I think you need to spend more time out in the sun and really soak in those rays and let that sun lift up your energy and let you think and have some mental clarity. Let yourself have some of that good vitamin D that is just going to fill up your system and really show you the way to think, really show you the way to look at things. All right. All right, let's go ahead and see the grand reveal of the last Oracle card. How is your energy going to end up towards the end of the month? You're going to open your heart to love. There is going to be so much emotional development within yourself that you're going to maybe forgive yourself for allowing you to dwell in certain emotions and not getting rid of certain emotional baggages. And you are going to be in more of a situation where you are connecting with yourself, that you are allowing yourself to be 100% healed. You're allowing yourself to be 100% yourself. And you are going to set yourself up in a way of knowing what the heart wants. You're going to follow the path of the heart. The heart is on the door. That is the doorway that you're going to be walking through. And I believe, look at it closer. Yeah, the number 4. The number 4 is very significant here. Look for the number 4, whether it's, June 4th or whether it's another 4 that could be, related to whatever you want it to be. Let it resonate how it's supposed to resonate. 4 is going to be a confirmation number for you. All right. And if I do believe that the number 4 on the Sun card as well is really, really bright. Look for the 4s, ladies and gents. Look for the 4s. That is honestly such a powerful number coming out. And I do think it shows change. So allow it to be your confirmation number throughout this month, and what you need to know and understand is going to be very, very powerful for you. So that is your energy going to be at the end of the month. You're going to be in a new state of not necessarily bleeding, but hungering for an opposition of love, whether it's with passion or another person. You're going to be hungering someone else's love to make your heart overfill and blossom into something beautiful. Okay, pile number 2. That is what I got for you for the month of June. I hope you really enjoyed this reading, and I gratefully enjoyed doing it for you. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome into your section of the video. Whether you are from picking the actual deck itself, or picking the crystal, or even picking the elemental sign, welcome into your pile. And today's video, I'm doing it a bit differently than I have in other predictions videos where I have just done straight tarot. In this one, I am going to do something different, where I'm going to be picking 2 oracle cards from the oracle deck shown on the screen now. And the first card being chose is going to show you the energy of how your month of June is going to start. And then the second card revealed is going to show you the energy of how your month of June is going to end. So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle these cards and see what is pile number 3's energy going to be like at the beginning of June. How is their month of June going to start? All right, got the first card chose. Now let's go ahead and choose the second card. How is pile number 3's month of June going to end? And at the end of this reading, make sure you stick around to figure out how it's going to end, but we'll reveal that at the end of your reading. All right, let's go ahead and see what number 1 card is. All right, pile number 3, you have gotten the Michael blue card, and it says on the card, wise, honest, trustworthy, observant. Okay, so it seems like maybe you are paying closely to a situation. There is some attention on something right now that could be captivating. It could be fresh. It could be new. It can be exciting. This is the energy that you're starting the month of June off with. Something fresh. Maybe this is a new path, new journey, new adventure, new person that you're talking to. This could be a whole plethora of things, and I think everybody's going to resonate with it differently. But it does seem like whatever you were into, whatever you are engaging with, is something real and authentic. It is definitely something to be mesmerized by, and there should be no reason why you should be deterred from thinking that it's a good thing. You should definitely think that this energy that you are involved with is a good thing, okay? It's definitely a good energy, and you should definitely be focused on what you're doing, okay? So let's go ahead and see what the cards are going to show us from the tarot. What is this energy that pile number 3 is engaging with? How is their month of June going to go with this energy? All right, we've got the Queen of Bows here. The Queen of Bows also has an illustration of the hare. And this is quite an interesting card because to me, the Queen of Bows is also the Queen of Wands in a traditional deck, all right? So the Queen of Wands typically holds the power of true authenticity and a very powerful and willed nature, someone that, well, and independent and very, very engaged. So it seems like this is more of an empowerment. This is more of an independent journey, so to speak. And you were definitely really high energy with this journey. And that is something to be reckoned with. Let's see if there's any other cards that can come out here. The Eight of Bows, which is the Eight of Wands. Hearthfire is on the list here. So this is a fast moving energy. This is something that you were making quick decisions on with confidence. You were making very rational decisions without even having to really sit and think about it a lot. This is something that you were capable of creating an attraction to. And with as many people that is illustrated in this card, it shows me that whatever it is that you are creating, whatever it is you are moving towards, is going to be very attractive. It is going to be engaging a lot of interactions, maybe with customers, maybe with, showing itself as a successful venture of sorts. But be careful, because it does seem like it can attract some danger along the way as well, as it's not just going to attract the good, it can also attract danger. And that is okay too, because with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Bows energy, you were illustrated as the hare. And I feel like hares, rabbits, can get out of dodge pretty quickly. They can maneuver, they can see danger coming, and they can get out of the way pretty quickly and navigate their way to safety. So I don't think you have anything to worry about the danger. It's just how the wheel spins. It's how the pendulum goes back and forth from dark to light. It's just the nature of the beast. So if you have danger come up within this month, it is okay. It is natural. It is showing you that it is successful, because that's just how the nature of the beast is. Next card we have is the Five of Wands, Empowerment. This energy that you are moving towards, this energy that you are collecting, is an empowerment energy, kind of just like how I was saying at the beginning of the read, that this is an empowerment energy that you are invoking on this journey. This is something that you're creating. You can see within the oracle card, this person, this angel, is studying a book. That is you. You are developing your skills. You are creating something. You are learning more about a specific thing. And it seems like this is kind of like how your month of June is going to go, of just learning as you go. You are going to be in a learning process. You are going to be understanding your energy. You're going to be seeing new things, discovering what doesn't work. That could be the danger. Maybe you're thinking that things that don't work is danger. So don't feel like failed experiments is failures. It is just showing you that there is success around the corner with things that you can do correctly, with things that you can do right. Because as long as you know what's not working, you know what can work. So that is a plus sign along with that. Flip it on the coin and see the positive side of all things that can be negative, okay? You're growing along with this creation, it seems. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. And there is an interesting word listed on the Six of Stones, Six of Pentacles. It says exploitation. With the things that you know that works, you've got to exploit those things. You've got to really engage in those things and allow that to be, your foundation. Allow that to be your rock, because yeah, you can try new things, but you can always go back to what's working. So if you're experimenting with something new, maybe go back and forth. Maybe have an equal exchange with what's going on. And this is something that you're going to learn throughout the month of June. Then we have the 10 of arrows, which is the 10 of swords, and it says instruction. And I find this very, very interesting because 10 of arrows, 10 of swords is normally kind of like a death card. It's kind of like a really brutal ending to something here. And yeah, I feel like some things are ending for you, closing some chapters that need to be closed. And maybe it's a permanent thing. Maybe you were being guided in this direction of closing these chapters. Some of these things that are popping up in your face is not necessarily coincidental, all right? You are being asked to aim at these things, really focus in on these things and see these things and try to eliminate them. Try to eliminate the targets because these things are standing in your way of success. These things are not really playing any favors for you. And you need to close some of these chapters within this month for you to continue to have the success that you are wanting. All right, pile number 3. Then we have the 9 of vessels, the 9 of cups, generosity. With these things out of the way, it opens room for abundance. It opens room for you to bring in fresh light, fresh breath of air, and fresh new creations. The energy will manifest into something way more beautiful than what it is currently if you are able to let go of old and bring in new. Shedding the old self and allowing yourself to get into the Queen of Wands energy of empowerment, of independency, of spontaneous energy, being able to craft, being able to create. Things will be blessed upon you. Things will be casted in your direction of good. Which gives us the Ace of Cups, the waters of life, giving you that good positive energy, giving you that good positive emotions along with that. Because the more that you feel, the more that you feel connected to these chapters that you are writing right now, the more you will have invested, the more you will love, the more that you will want to continue to create, the more drive you will have. And that's going to be a beautiful sight. You're going to feel this energy, the start of this energy, this month of June. And then lastly, not wanting to fit on this table here. Let's see if we can move this down just a little bit. All right, there we go. 9 of bows, respect. You're fighting for your honor. You're fighting for people to see you. You're fighting for people to understand what you're doing is working for you and that you are capable. You're definitely diligent with the things that you are doing, and it's going to pay off in a big, big way. That your energy is going to blossom into beautifulness. You're going to get what you deserve. You're fighting for it. You are battling all odds. And everybody's going to understand your story. Everybody's going to relate to your story. People are going to see you differently, mostly in a good way. A couple people might be in a bad way, but most of the people in your life are going to see you in a good way, in a good light, and you're going to get that respect you deserve. All right. All right. So really creating things seems to be the energy of you water signs, investing into a better positive energy for yourself, moving things out of the way to create, moving the things out of your emotions and your energy field to be able to create and enjoy. All right, can we get some clarification on this Queen of Bows, please? All right, we got the 2 of Bows. All right, and it says decision on there. So you're moving in a direction of opportunity. You're moving in a direction of something that you have chosen, something that has been put on your path that maybe you've been indecisive about here recently, but you have harnessed this energy of like, I'm powerful, I'm ready, and I'm going to make this work regardless of any sort of prediction. Okay? Any sort of prediction that anybody could have given you, you are ready to make this work because you are you. You are able. You are capable. You have the talent, you have the passion, you have the ability, and you're going to. And you are manifesting this with not only your thoughts, but in your actions. So continue to amplify this energy, continue to feel this energy, and things will continue to grow alongside the energy you're harvesting. Okay? Can I get any sort of clarification on the 8 of bows, please? All right. Spark of life, Ace of bows, Ace of swords. No, excuse me, Ace of wands, Spark of life. So the fire that is happening, the fast moving energy, is literally starting a new life for you. It is creating something that you have manifested. It is creating something that you want to enjoy. It is creating something that you were meant to be here for. All right. And this is going to give you an energy that maybe you've been lacking. Maybe you've been feeling kind of out of place. Maybe you've been kind of feeling down. Maybe you haven't been feeling anything. And this energy itself is going to be able to bring something to you. And it's going to be super moving. And it almost feels like it might be another awakening for you, pile number 3. So keep that in mind. Can I get any sort of clarification on the 5 of bows, this empowerment card? What does pile number 3 need to know about it? The 7 of arrows, 7 of swords, insecurity. All right. So being flexible in this time, all right, pile number 3, with this insecurity card, it shows that you are overcoming certain obstacles. You are not letting that stand in your way in this month of June. You're not letting that distract you. You're not letting that be something that you accidentally manifest. Okay? So this is something that it's not going to phase you. It's not going to worry you. You're going to be able to keep it out of your mind and really focus in on what you are trying to create, on what you are trying to eliminate out of your life as well. So that's important. Just like the 10 of arrows we were talking about, eliminating things in your way, certain energies that you need to erase as well. This is part of that. This is a target. This is definitely something that you need to eliminate. As you can see, this lady in green is being shot with arrows, and that's definitely something that maybe is one of those energies that just will not go away. It will not die, but I think you're going to allow it to move on. You're going to be shown proof that it doesn't need to exist as well. All right, so is there any sort of clarification on the 6 of stones, please? Three of vessels, 3 of cups, joy. Generally, this is like a family card, and there might be some family energy in play for you here, pile number 3, where maybe you might be getting the best out of family, or maybe family is going to be encouraging you. Maybe family is giving you ideas, and maybe you're going to be able to create a family. Maybe creating this family that you have is going to give you enough energy to really empower you and bring the best out of you and put into your work, put into your creation. And it's going to make it that much more powerful. There's something about that. It's really interesting energy. I think it is also going to give you some empowerment by, like I said, doing the things that work, because maybe you see things fail, maybe you don't like that energy as much and it overwhelms you. But then when things happen that are good, that's what's really going to keep you sparked and thriving and really enjoying the process. Any sort of clarification on the 10 of arrows, please? We have the Knight of Stones, horse. Hmm. So yeah, clearing things out of the right path for you. Clearing out these obstacles on your path along the way. It's not just going to be, okay, this is the time that you've got to do everything. It's going to be kind of streamlined. You're going to be seeing things pop up every now and again that hits like a road bump in a road for you, and you're just going to have to eliminate it. You're not going over it. You've got to eliminate it because you're going to drive through this path again, and you're going to hit those bumps over again, and you don't want to. So I think you just need to eliminate them out of your way and definitely erase any sort of obstructions that block you from moving forward on your path, because this is the right one for you. Any sort of clarification on the 9 of Vessels, please? We have the Mirror. Energy to manifest out of you is the key. The success that you will see is by finding that great energy within inside of yourself. You got to search for it in yourself. You got to be thankful. You got to be proud. You got to be loving it. You got to have that high intensity energy within inside yourself. You need to see it in you before you see it in what you're creating and what you're seeing the payoff be. So enjoy the process. Really feel validated by how much you love doing what you're doing. And that will show in your work. And that will show in the success and the payoff that you will have. Any sort of clarification on the Ace of Vessels? Yeah, we got the Sun card coming out. The Sun of Life. Feeling these raw, authentic emotions, really high energy emotions. Great payoff. I love that. Feeling it right in the heart space. And then all of a sudden, you got the fire of the sun flaming up your life and creating so much purity. Things have got to grow with the right amount of sunlight. And you got to keep that in mind too. Maybe you need to get enough sunlight as well. Maybe you need to let things breathe. Maybe you don't need to just stay on top of things. Maybe you just need to let things breathe and have the right nutrients it needs to take off on its own. Any clarification on the 9 of Bows? The World card here. Interesting. Yeah, so things are gonna like tie together. Things are gonna be completed. Things that you have been asking other people for. Things that you've been wanting to see the energy in other people for. Things that you want to see created. Things you want to see completed around you. Everything's just going to tie together. Everything's just going to come in and be fruitful and bearing for you. And it's going to be a lot of good, positive light in your life. Things that just weren't working in your past energy is going to be working now. It's going to be exactly how you want it. It's going to be exactly where you need it from. It's going to be pure energy. And there's not going to be a lot of loose ends anymore. Everything is just coming full circle. All right, at this time, pile number 3, I think we're ready to see what energy you're going to be having at the end of the month of June. Nice. We have, I'm going to actually put this in the middle. We have spirit, relationships, intuition, connection, signs, inspiration. You're going to be on top of your game. You're going to be clued in. You are the star player of the team here. With your spirit team, everything's just going to be clicking on all cylinders. You're going to be in your own energy. You're going to be seeing everything as clear as day of what you need to do, what instructions that you need to be paying close attention to and obeying, what you can be flexible on if you need to, what you need to do for free will, things of that nature. Everything's just going to be clicking. Everything's going to make sense. Everything has a purpose and a reason, and you are going to see things super clear. You're not going to have doubt. You're not going to have confusion. Everything you see will be perfectly made sense to, and you'll be on top of your game. And I honestly feel like the energy that we are seeing about you investing into something, by the end of the month, you're going to be in the thick of it. You're going to be in that energy of doing that thing, okay? And you're going to have that spirit connection, that spirit relationship, and you're going to be on the right path, doing the right things, and it's going to pay off. It's going to be beautiful. I love that for you. All right, pile number 3. I hope this reading is going to resonate for you in the month of June, and I really hope you have a great month ahead of you. Thank you so much for being here for this reading, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome into your section of the video. Whether you have picked this pile via the cards itself or the crystal, or whether you resonate with the fire signs, welcome into your section of the video. In today's video, we're doing the June predictions, and we're doing this a little bit differently. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to select 2 oracle cards at the beginning of the reading. The first card is going to demonstrate the energy that you're going to possess at the beginning of the month. And then the second oracle card is going to showcase the energy of how you're going to end the month. And that second card will be revealed towards the end of the reading. So stay tuned to see how your month is going to end. So let's go ahead and choose your oracle cards now. What is the energy going to be like for pile number 4 at the beginning of the month? And apparently, these cards has just, I was going to say something before this other card came out, but I was going to say the cards were just blasting out of nowhere, and I finally got your card. This is the energy at the beginning of the month here for you fire signs. Let's see what the energy is going to be like for the end of the month for the fire signs. We're going to put this here. I learned from the last pile that it needs to be in that specific spot for these cards to work out the best. All right, so we got your 2 oracle cards. Let's see what the energy is going to be like at the beginning of the month for you, pile number 4. We have don't compromise, boundaries, assertiveness, courage, unwavering. All right, this could stand for a lot of things. And of course, we've got a big heart in the middle of the thick of it. And it seems like it's a very radiant heart. Seems that's where a lot of the energy is coming from in this sort of field, okay? And it almost seems like it's saying, listen to the heart, but it's also seeming like the heart is growing as well. So maybe listening to the heart throughout some of these lessons that Spirit is guiding you through, and allow this to grow your awareness of your heart and the things to protect, the boundaries that you need to stay firm with, and allow these lessons to help grow your heart, to help grow your heart space, to help amplify your emotions and your passion and your drive, those kind of things. All right. But let's see what we can figure out through tarot. How is the month of June going to go for the fire signs? What do they need to know? Because some of you might not even be fire signs. You could have just picked a pile based off the cards. All right, the first card's coming out is the Empress card. Treating yourself with patience, kindness, tenderness. It does seem like this is trying to grow your boundaries, being strong and assertive in your presence and what you need to continue to do for yourself, to allow yourself to expand, allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to have the potential for the best life you possibly can. It shows sort of like a shield-like picture on this card, where to me it shows that you need to protect yourself. You need to have those boundaries. Boundaries are a really important message within this month. So maybe there's going to be some tests along the way for you this month of June that is going to test your boundaries, that are going to test whether or not you are keeping a close eye on these boundaries and you're really making sure that you are doing what is best for you. Pile number 4. Okay. Let's see what else needs to come out here. We have the 9 of Cups. It almost feels like the 9 of Cups has come out in every single pile. So it does seem like to me that the payoff is going to be extreme for you, pile number 4, if you were to stick with these boundaries. if you are to stick up for yourself and do the things that is right for you. Even if it's hard, even if it's, growing pains, things will pay off for you in the end with multitude of abundance. And things might be hard now, things might be hard in a month, but things can pay off for you when the time is right. Four of Pentacles. Interesting placement of this energy here. It almost seems like to me that this energy is trying to associate itself with analyzing the past energy, and kind of seeing what things have taught you. Maybe there's some things that you aren't necessarily seeing that you are compromising on. Maybe you're not sticking up for yourself. Maybe you're not actually living the best life you possibly can. And it's not fair to you, and you should stick up for yourself. Maybe you need to reintroduce these things that you are failing on into your life this month and really capitalize on trying to make sure that you're doing the right thing for you. You're making sure you stay within your energy, and that you've dealt with, that you don't have to deal with again. And you can just stand up and say, hey, this is not happening this time. I am okay with saying these things. I'm okay with doing the right thing for myself. And you should prioritize yourself. Definitely. Pile number 4. The High Priestess card comes out here. It seems to me that there is an ultimate knowledge for you, pile number 4, that shows that you are capable of understanding the past and understanding what's best for you and making the correct judgment calls. You need to address what is best for you and instinctively progress with those things. All right, 6 of Pentacles is here. So a give and take balance. There's a balance here. Maybe you aren't necessarily doing the right things that are in balance for you. Maybe you aren't getting enough sleep. Maybe you aren't getting enough love and compassion that you want. Maybe you aren't getting enough attention. Maybe you aren't getting out to do things enough for you. Maybe you aren't prioritizing the things that you want to do enough. And these things are, like I said, they need to become more in balance for you to feel this Empress type of energy, for you to feel like you're worthy and to feel like you are treating yourself. Pile number 4. And then we have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is caution. 7 of Swords is maybe not being truthful to yourself. Maybe you're taking on an energy that you shouldn't. Maybe an energy that isn't true to your form, okay? And you don't need to harness that energy. You can't harness that energy. If you're being put into a bad situation, if you're being put into a bad position, you can't be cornered and expect yourself to protect yourself. You got to be protecting yourself from all 4 corners. And if you feel like your integrity is compromised, then you need to really push the envelope here. Really try to restore that integrity. Really get back to your true form and your true energy. Pile number 4. It seems like these are some really powerful life lessons for you to really understand who you are. And I know that you're going through these intense emotions. I know you're going through this energy of warfare. I know most fire signs are like really trying to figure themselves out right now. They're learning things. They're exploring the depths of themselves. And it does seem like you are on your way of finding that energy throughout this month. Let's see what the next card is. 2 of Pentacles. Ooh. Okay. To me, this energy seems like you were kind of juggling the past with the present, okay? Maybe you were comparing too much of your present time now with your past. And maybe that's where you're conflicted, okay? Maybe you shouldn't really focus on the past because, like I said, with the 4 of Pentacles at the top, and it's right below the 4 of Pentacles, actually. The 2 of Pentacles comes out here. Comparing things to the past is not realistic, okay? All you have right now is the present time and what you're learning within the present time. And if you are feeling like you are comparing some things to the past, I think you just need to stop. I don't think you can. I don't think you can do this within this time. This instance right here is completely different. It's a complete different life lesson that you're going through right now, and you need to just bear through and work through it and really experience what it is that you're trying to learn within this month of June. I feel like it's going to be different for everyone, but it does seem like it has something to do with your heart space, passion, amplifying the energy for yourself and creating for yourself, prioritizing yourself, that kind of nature. Yeah, the Knight of Cups comes out here. Really being involved with passion and love and creation of love. Where can you move to create that passion, to invoke that passion out of you? What is it? You still have not found it. And like I said, the Two of Pentacles is really screaming out to me that you got to stop comparing it to the past. This is a brand new you. This is a brand new energy. Discover this brand new energy of yourself. The past does not help you here. It's only the now that you need to worry about. What can you do now to figure out this energy of this passion that you have? Two of Wands. Maybe getting out and about, traveling, being in nature, going to a safe, sacred space, going to your favorite place, enjoying that, hoping for that, allowing those energies to connect with you, being in a quiet place, to really collect your thoughts, to really collect your energy. Match the energy of nature. Be still, be humble, be quiet, and allow thoughts to come to you. Allow you to really feel your energy. Make it like a blank canvas and just paint what you're feeling. And what does that painting tell you after you've done painted it? What do you need to do? How do you need to feel? Where can you go? What can you create? That's what you need to explore. Where is this driving you to? Where's the chariot taking you to? What is your next goal? What is your next mission? Find yourself through this painting. That's what you're going to be doing in this month of June. All right, let me get some clarification on the Empress, please. Queen of Cups. Ooh, yeah. Like I said, sitting with your emotions. These boundaries, treating yourself, doing things for yourself, really being in your energy, really being in the moment. Stop comparing things to the past. Really prioritizing yourself, putting your energy first. Set anything else aside and put your energy first and what you need to do for yourself. Let these emotions come to you. Let these thoughts come to you, these feelings, and you will know. You'll know what's best for you. Like I said, collecting your thoughts, sitting with this stillness of nature and this blank canvas and allowing these thoughts to come to you and speak to you. And then you'll know. Let me get some clarification on this Nine of Cups, please. Justice. All right, the payoff for you is what you deserve. Is what you can have. Is what I feel like the final chapter is for you. It's going to cement you into, a very concreted life, it feels like. What all this has been building up towards is going to be a very justifiable ending. Like any sort of pain or trauma or past lessons or anything like that, everything's adding up to a certain point for you to really understand, like, okay, wow, I get that. And I'm glad I went through that. And I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm stable. I'm glad I'm enjoying the abundance, things of that nature. And it's going to pay off. I don't necessarily think that the abundance is necessarily going to come within this month, but this month in specific, the abundance is going to start that chapter for you. It's going to lead you on the path directly for that abundance. Any clarification for the Four of Pentacles? Seven of Cups. So it seems to me that you have options. I think we were talking about with the Four of Pentacles that there's some life lessons that you're comparing things to, that you don't need to really compare it to the past. And I think there's many different things that you're comparing, and you need to limit that. You don't need to create that energy. You need to just allow it to be and to let it dissolve and to really focus in on the present moment and the present time. Any clarification on the High Priestess? We have the Four of Wands, a divine connection, a divine emotion. This is what the payoff is about. Maybe not necessarily a divine connection with, another person, but maybe a divine connection with yourself, and really solidifying who you are. Really solidifying who you are for maybe a partner specifically. Bringing it together, making the wise choices to be the best potential that you possibly can be. You're really figuring things out, really figuring out who you're supposed to be. And that is an ultimate power move, right? And this is what it's paying off to, is this fulfillment, is your final resting place, I guess you could say. Let's see, Six of Pentacles. Any clarification, please? Eight of Swords for the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this just results back to kind of like the Empress card here with the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, is that you're not letting yourself be in balance. You might have priorities for other people, but you're not looking back at yourself, and you need to be more in balance with who you are. And you really need to see that. You really need to see where you're neglecting yourself. You really need to see where you're not treating yourself the right way, and you're limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself to things that are not meant for you, I guess. Maybe it has to do with, home life or jobs or things of that nature. Maybe your free time. You're not allowing yourself to really expand. You're just letting yourself have what you have and not really expanding into anything else. You're not taking the resources that you have and allowing yourself to grow with them. Any clarification on the Seven of Swords, please? We have the Five of Cups. Really negative cards. The Seven of Swords and the Five of Cups is honestly not good. Maybe you felt this way before. Maybe you're feeling a past energy. Maybe you're not really focusing on the brighter picture. Maybe you're being too hard on yourself. Maybe you're beating yourself up over things that aren't working, and you're not focusing on the things that are working and allowing those things that are working to promote good energy within yourself, to promote good energy around you, and allow that to manifest, allow that to create other positive things for you in your life. And that's what you should shift your focus towards. So that way you can open yourself up to more of actually who you are and being truthful with yourself of the things that you can do and the things that you can do right. All right, let me see if there's any clarification on the Chariot. The Six of Swords, how's that going to come out on top of the Chariot? It's a guided path. It's a guided path for you. All the internal struggles, all the struggles outside of the path, meet yourself to the highest standard. You're trying to meet your final form for you to have this enjoyment, okay? You're creating the life in front of you, and that's what you need to focus on. There's too many things from the past that are popping up. You're trying to create what's in front of you, not what's behind you. Learning these lessons to create what's in front of you. Any clarification on the Two of Pentacles, please? We have the Page of Swords. Exactly what I'm thinking here is, learning how to conquer what's in front of you. Learning how to conquer obstacles, learning how to conquer problems that you face on a daily basis. How can you overcome these things? Once again, this unicorn is looking towards the past, and that is something that is just completely not what you're needing to do. Stay focused towards the future, pile number 4. Stay focused towards the future, and you're going to overcome these things. You're going to be triumphant. You're going to learn these lessons. You're going to achieve the goals that you have set in your mind. You have what it takes. You have the resilience. You have the brilliance. Any clarification for the Knight of Cups, please? The Nine of Swords. one way to clarify the Knight of Cups. An overwhelming energy here. The Knight of Cups is an overwhelming energy. Maybe you're trying to force something to be passionate for, and maybe you're not letting that passion come from a good place. And maybe being in that energy of nature and painting on a blank canvas, you're just going to allow things to come to you. You're not going to force things. You're just going to be patiently waiting to allow things to come to you, forcing a passion and allow it to just be there for you. All right. Don't overwhelm yourself with this energy. You're going to be learning that throughout this month. Any sort of clarification on the Two of Wands? We've got the Death card coming out, Death and Rebirth. Painting this blank canvas is going to enlighten you. It's going to enlighten the path. And you're going to eliminate an old version of yourself within this. You're going to create stronger boundaries. You're going to grow your heart. Maybe you're going to find this passion within this month. A select few of you might find this passion. Find this good energy within yourself. Find a drive. Find a focus. Some of you might still be working on it outside of this month, but you're going to be creating a better version of yourself to continue to grow into your future. You're going to release the past. You're going to release any energy that you're attached to that keeps you stable, or not stable, but tied down to the present moment. And it's not allowing you to expand towards the future. So you're going to be eliminating that within this month. Pile number 4. So let's see what the Oracle card is for how your energy is going to be like at the end of the month. We have a perfectly balanced person, and the heart is in the middle of that balance. This is have confidence, strength, balance, prepared, tranquil. You're going to be calm. You're going to be focused. You're going to be heart center. All these things are going to revolve around the heart, revolve around your passion. Everything is going to fit into place. Everything is going to know its role, and everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be beautiful. The heart grows more throughout this month than you can ever really understand, especially at the surface level. You have to dig in deep to figure out these emotions that you'll be feeling, and you'll be okay. Literally, the answer towards the end of the month is you will be okay. Pile number 4. And that's all you need to know. Things might be bad now, but you'll grow into your true form, your true self, and a better understanding of who you are and what you want to become, and what is the best life for you. Stay true to you, stay true to your thoughts, your dreams, your passions, and everything will fall into place, whatever you feel called to. All right, fire signs, pile 4. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this pays off for you in the month of June. Stay strong. I know this was kind of a rickety-rockety read, but I think you will have the power to be able to pull through. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. And to all the piles, I hope you have a wonderful month ahead of you. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.